Ooh, this is spicy. Bitcoin rallies above 51,000 as a significant amount of short positions get liquidated. This was posted on February 14th when Bitcoin hit 51,000, causing a liquidation of almost $70 million in short positions. In the past 24 hours, over 130 million in total cryptocurrency short positions were liquidated on centralized exchanges. Now that's a high number, but guess what? Bitcoin just hit 56,000. So how many short positions were liquidated? We talked about it recently. If Bitcoin hit 55,000, a ton of short positions were going to get liquidated. Bitcoin price blast past 56,000, yielding 157 million in liquidated shorts. Investors who took a short position on Bitcoin, betting that its price would go down from when the option to buy was secured, are liquidated when the price rises, instead triggering automated actions by exchanges to prevent further losses. Bitcoin is trading at 56,767, broke above that resistance level at 54,000, and nearly 200 million shorts were just liquidated. This is on top of how many were liquidated when it hit 51,000. And again, this is not just Bitcoin. Yes, that many Bitcoin shorts were liquidated, but cryptocurrency shorts as a whole being liquidated was a much larger number. As you can see back here, 70 million from Bitcoin, but 130 in cryptocurrency as a whole. So now if we're looking at 157 million in liquidated shorts, you could be looking at 200, maybe 300 million in crypto as a whole. Before we get into AMC, also the mining stocks are doing extremely well. Mara, ticker symbol MARA, breaking out of this supply zone with basically no slow at all, trading at $30.81. This is a crucial level for Mara. If we continue to go higher, we have officially broken into a brand new trading range. They also have earnings, so be ready for that. Next level I'm watching for Mara at earnings is $37, breaking above the 2618 on the fib. Riot, ticker symbol RIOT, broke above the 786, and it is trying to base at $17.50. If we break below, this will be an invalid move, and if we break above, watch this little supply zone up to around $19.20. What is going on, guys? Lottery Stocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Today we have a ton of stuff to cover with AMC, and the question lies, did Adam Aron just purchase shares? Because this is what is being talked about. All I ask you guys to do before we start the video is to please hit the like button. It helps me out. It helps push the video out to more apes like you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Turn post notifications on. Let's get into it. Adam Aron purchasing shares before the earnings call. What is all the hype about? As you can see, based off of the 13F filing filed on February 26th, Adam Aron acquired 252,600 shares as a award, and then ended up selling 113,800 shares for tax reasons. Stock awards provide corporations a way to pay their executives based on company performance, so their compensation aligns with the expectations of the shareholders. No, Adam Aron didn't purchase shares out of his own pocket. Adam Aron was basically awarded these shares. This is in addition to his salary, and he ended up selling some of these shares. So none of this is an extremely bullish catalyst. I also wouldn't call it a bearish catalyst. I would just call it a neutral catalyst. Moving on, the articles are coming out right before we get into earnings. AMC's meme stock era is long gone as box office sags and debt looms. Fourth quarter gains, but expect a bad 2024 basically, according to Wedbush. Remember, these articles mean nothing. They told you that AMC was not one of the top 10 stocks to buy before it ran and the buy button was taken away. If anything, this shows me that them spreading all this FUD may be confirming our move going forward. And if we take a look at AMC's chart, we're trading at 457, up 2.7% on the day. Came up based off of 428. We need volume to pick up here to move us higher. And in my opinion, with shorts getting liquidated, with crypto moving with the SPY, getting a little bit of a cool off, that next leg up is going to bring everything with it. I think AMC on earnings, this is going to be the catalyst to potentially get us that move. Now, take this with a grain of salt, right? Adam Aron said he has much to say. He could very well tank AMC. Market makers also have been dying down on the short exempts over the past 5-6 days, which means that they may be saving up firepower coming into earnings. So just be aware of both of these. Positive note, Ethereum Classic breaking above resistance, continuing to slowly scale higher. Also, in the near future, we may have the Ethereum ETFs being approved. So this will be a positive sign as well. Also, the intrinsic value of AMC, in case you guys are worried about the share price, is actually at $37.53. Now, also take this with a grain of salt, but this would mean that it's undervalued by 88%, trading at $4.53. This is just for fundamental reasons to show you that, hey, you are purchasing an undervalued stock, but you're also purchasing in a movement to fix the market. You're also purchasing to beat short sellers that are corrupt and that steal money from retail investors. Options chain for AMC, we're sitting at 12,000 calls in the money compared to 4,000 puts going into earnings, 57,000 out of the money and 23,000 out of the money as well. Short interest, 12.27%, came up a little bit from 12.23, I believe. 30.74 million shares shorted. GameStop trading at 1406, up 2.78% on the day. This is exactly what we want to see with GameStop. It is about to fill a gap right here at $14.10, coming back into what was the demand zone, now going to be acting as a supply zone. Watch that macro trend line touch above $14.20. We want to see GameStop break above that while AMC has earnings. This is a crucial point for both of these stocks because AMC, with what we've been tracking, looks like it's about to get that run slash squeeze slash leg up, and GameStop is testing the macro trend line at the same exact time. GameStop 4,000 calls compared to 1,000 puts expiring in the money, 41,000 compared to 14 out of the money. Short exempt volume kind of scaling higher as GameStop wants to climb, so just keep that in mind as well. Market makers don't want this thing to break out of the macro trend line. They may lose control with the algorithms. Now, before we get into the overall market, Tesla, and some additional stuff to close out the video, I'm going to put some plays on your radar. Come in the Discord, come talk with me. It's basically a big group chat. We talk stocks as well as crypto all day long. I also post my positions in there from my personal portfolio when I take them, and we have options trading alerts. If you're thinking about getting in, press the link, watch the trailer, and then decide if you want to join. It's a coffee a month, and I can basically get you in Discord for free. There's a top link in my description for Moomoo. Once you sign up and open an account and make a deposit of even a penny, they're going to give you up to 15 free stocks, each valued up to $2,000 per stock, which you can sell or keep, up to you, and use that money to get in the Discord. They're also giving you 8.1% APY for 3 months and then 5.1% for the rest of the year. Level 2 order book data for free, access to trading options, going long, going short as a retail trader, and more. So use my link in the top of the description or pinned in the top of comments to sign up for Moomoo, open an account, and make a deposit of even a penny or a dollar to start earning benefits from there. Let's get back to the video. CPI inflation may begin to spike again. The NFIB survey asked 10,000 firms if they plan to increase selling prices over the next 3 months. Over the last 3 months, the number of firms responding yes has jumped from 20% to nearly 40%. As shown in the chart below, this survey is highly correlated with CPI inflation. With recent divergence between inflation and the survey, the gap needs to close. The Fed will not like this. This may be a negative catalyst for SPY coming into CPI data and then coming into the FOMC meeting for March, which means we may have a hard correction to the downside, and we are about at that level for one of those to come. Now, this doesn't have to happen. Just keep in mind, keep it on your radar that it could happen. Watch 503.70 if the SPY continues to scale down, and if we scale down harder, this gap fill at 497.33. However, we are seeing fading volume on the sell-off, which is a bullish thing to see. If we get 2 positive catalysts in March, I would watch for a break up to 535 on the SPY. Tesla doing extremely well, 204.76, up 2.69% on the day, fighting to fill this gap up to 206.88. So watch that level, and then watch 210 to bring Tesla to test this macro trend line right around 215 and then bring it to 220. Overall, Tesla looking well. Let me know in the comments down below if you are still in Tesla. This is also an extremely pivotal moment for Tesla as it bumps its head against the daily trigger. If the price can break above, there potentially will be an explosive upside movement. So keep that in mind as well. Another stock that it has been doing extremely well and exploding is Carvana, ticker symbol CVNA, 74.75, up 7% on the day, testing the 1618 on the fib. If we break above 76.30 clean, watch 92.65 to 98.30 on Carvana. Finally, a couple sprinkles on top to close out the video. Walmart shares are down 60%. U.S. Senator Ted Cruz to introduce a bill to ban the Federal Reserve from creating a central bank digital currency. And here are the earnings after the close today. Let me know if you are playing them. We will be talking about them in Discord a bit. That is what I got for you guys for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.